The moment you start it, you are it. This is the secret to creating your dream reality. This is your secret to creating the love life that you want, attracting the person into your life that you might want, attracting the depth of relationship you might want, the abundance you want. It's understanding that the moment you start it, you are it. This is what I use to create that of a reflection in my life of over 1 million YouTube subscribers. This is what I've learned and helped me to really just open up to be the most authentic version of me. And I'm gonna share with you exactly step by step how to apply this in your life so that in 3 to 6 months from now, you look back and you can see this is the video that changed it all for you. Now, for this, a lot of times what happens is people focus on the surface level. This was me for a long time. They believe that you must first have something, and then once you do something with what you have, then you can finally be something. And this is going about reality creation in the backwards way. And this is where also I think a lot of times people are like, oh, I'm going to think better thoughts. I'm thinking better thoughts. And they're thinking of the better thoughts, but things aren't changing in reality. And that's because things go deeper than just thinking. Things go deeper than just even feeling or even taking action. It goes down to who are you being, because we get in life a reflection of who we are being. Now, the thing that changed everything in my life back in 2017 was when I committed to making the daily YouTube videos. Now, it wasn't that I was the action of making YouTube videos, that wasn't it. It was I saw myself as a full-time YouTuber, and I was being the full-time YouTuber version of me. I made a choice that is who I am. Now, what normally would happen is I would kind of tiptoe myself into starting to make, like a video or putting myself out there. But instead what I did is I just started being it. I started it. The moment I started it, I was it. So the key is understanding also this one concept that will completely transform your life if you really absorb it in. And that is that every moment is a new moment. Every moment's a new moment. And every moment, you are a new version of you. This is what quantum physics is showing us. This isn't just some hippy-dippy Pleiadian starseed information here. Quantum physics shows us that every moment is a new moment, and every moment the cells in our body are dying and being reborn, recreated. Now, the only reason we feel stuck in our old reality is because of the story that we tell ourselves. It's that we recreate ourselves using the same story over and over again. So that story might be like, I work a 9-to-5 job that I hate. I work a 9-to-5 job that I hate. And it's like, well, I'm stuck in this reality where I'm working a 9-to-5 job that I hate. But that's not stuck in an old reality. That's recreating a new reality over and over and over again, because there's an energy there of an attachment. There may be a familiarity that comes with that 9-to-5 job that you don't like, but you may believe that you need to work it. So the key to this is actually a really simple 3-step process. It's awareness, becoming aware of the story that you're telling yourself, become aware of the attachments you might have, the identity, the labels, the people that you surround yourself with, the environment that you're in, aware of that. Second step is making the choice to let it go. Letting go is just a choice. We believe it's hard, therefore it's hard. Letting go is a choice that you make. It's the story of familiarity that makes it hard to let go. It's like, I've done this analogy before, but if I have this marker right here and I'm like, oh, it's so hard to let go of this marker. It's so hard to let go of this marker. You'd be like, that's silly, Aaron. You just let it go like this. And then it falls, and the cap falls off too. Interesting. Now, what happens though is what's actually hard is the story that we tell ourselves about the marker. Oh my God, my mom gave me this marker. My grandma had this marker. This was my first love. This was something that I love this marker. This marker is amazing. That story is what's hard to let go of because there's an identity with it. So the power is in realizing that once you become aware of it, and you become aware of the story, you can make the choice to let it go. And trusting, you're going to find other markers. You're going to be able, you are still worthy, whole, and complete without the marker itself. So The letting go is the second step. And the third step is making the choice to be this new version of you. So back in the day when I was working that 9-to-5 job selling women's shoes, my reality was a complete reflection of that identity. Complete reflection. And I would go to work and I would complain about how slow it was, and I would talk to other coworkers. I'd deal with corporate politics. I'd have to suck up to get the schedule I wanted. I was playing that game even though I didn't like it. Isn't that interesting? I was playing the game. Many of us, we know we don't like something, but we do it anyways. Why? Because a part of it feels familiar. Familiar. And the key is we become aware of it, and then we can choose something new. Now, here's the thing. At a certain point, worked a 9-to-5 job that I didn't like, and then I just simply made a choice. I am a full-time YouTuber now. I'm going to be it. Then taking action and making videos every day on YouTube was actually easy for me. Believe it or not. People would ask me, they say, Aaron, how are you able to make 30 videos every single day on YouTube? And the truth is, it was easy because it was a part of my identity. If you ask somebody, if you were somebody that goes to the gym 3 times a week, and I said, hey, how are you able to go to the gym 3 times a week? That's crazy. You go to the gym 3 times a week? It's insane. And if you go to the gym 3 or 4 or 5 times a week, then you'd be like, wow. No, it's not, Aaron. It's freaking easy. It's a part of my identity. If I was like making a big deal, I'm like, oh my God, you're able to eat food every day. Oh my God, that's so cool. You're like, what do you mean? It's like a part of my, it's not really necessarily a part of your, I guess food is a part of the collective conditioning, but this is an analogy, all right? In general, there's probably something you do. If you're a yoga person, you go to yoga classes. I'm like, how are you able to go to yoga every week? It's easy. I love it. It's a part of my identity. The things we love and the things we do that are a part of our identity tend to be easy. So when I was making daily videos, it became a part of my identity, and then it was easy for me to do. There's only an initial part that's a little bit hard. It's that little buffer zone when you're tiptoeing into the water, and you just get in. And with being it, what I'm encouraging you to do is to just get in the water, jump in the water, stop putting your toesies in and going, oh my God, it's kind of cold, I don't know about this. And you put your ankles in, you're like, oh my God, it's cold. And then you get involved in the story. Instead, just jump in, and then you can enjoy it easier. And when it comes to this process of creating permanent identity level change, it's about making a choice and committing to this new reality. I had John Asseroff on my channel once. We have a video, and I was talking to him, and he said one question really changed his life was when his mentor asked him, when it comes to your goals, are you interested in your goals or are you committed to your goals? Because it's very different energy. For 6 months to a year, I was interested in YouTube. I made a video once every couple months. It was a cool idea. I always knew one day I'm going to be on YouTube, so I was just kind of doing it here and there. And then in February 2017, I committed. I started being it. I jumped in the water. And when that happened, my reality began to change as a reflection. Now, an important part to remember about this, though, is you can't keep checking the reflection to make sure it's changed. You're like, come on, universe. I've made 2 videos on YouTube. Why isn't my reality completely shifted yet? And it's because that mentality is trying to manipulate the universe. This can't be a manipulation tactic. I'm going to be this, YouTuber or whatever to get that reality, or whatever analogy you want to use for that. If you want to attract an emotionally available person, okay, I'm going to be emotionally available and vulnerable until I get the relationship. Oh my God, universe, it's been 3 days and there's no one, the guy's not here, the girl's not, the woman's not here. It's like, well, you're not doing this to get a result. That's the doom mentality. You're being it because it's who you are. This level is an end of itself. It's you choose to be it because it's who you prefer to be. That's why identity level change is about changing your sense of beingness, your energy from the inside out. Instead of, how some people, they have a wedding coming up, or they have like an event coming up, or summer's coming up. They're like, okay, I'm going to lose a couple pounds so I look good in a bikini or I look good in a swimsuit. And they do it, what happens? They normally gain it back. Why? They didn't change and make it their lifestyle. And that's why there's the book called Atomic Habits. It's called Atomic Habits. It's a very well-known book. And basically what it talks about is little minute changes that you make that then changes your whole entire life. And this has been the key and the game changer for my own life. I meditate every single day for 5 or 10 minutes, right when I wake up, right before I go to bed at night. I've been doing that since 2012. I've skipped maybe a handful of days because of flights and stuff like that. But other than that, I've been doing it for a long time. That has completely transformed my life more than anything else. Then I looked at daily YouTube videos. The daily videos, it changed my sense of identity, not only with making YouTube videos, and if I was, by the way, making those YouTube videos to get out of my 9-to-5 job, I don't think it would have worked. I was making the videos, that was a side effect. It was a beneficial side effect, and there was a part of me that wanted that, but mainly it was like, this is who I prefer to be. This feels like who I came here to be. And the moment you start, there will be blocks. You can't see one block because that's the difference between committed and interested. If you're interested and you come up to a block, the first negative comment I ever got, I could have said, you know what? Maybe I should stop. When I first started on YouTube, my sisters and my ex-stepmom were making fun of me on YouTube. They were like, oh, who are you making videos for, Aaron? You're 11 subscribers. I had 11 subscribers at one point. And they're like, who are you making videos for? You're 11 subscribers? Why are you doing all that? And I was like, I thought about it. I'm like, well, I'm not just interested in this. I'm committed. If anything, that fueled me to continue to make videos. And the key to this is understanding that the blocks will come up. There's times when I got a negative comment or I was worried about what a friend thought. People watching my videos. They come up as you start. If you think all the blocks are going to go away before you start and you're waiting to clear the blocks before you start, you're going to be waiting forever. The key is to go through it, to start being it. The blocks will come up. It's just your old identity. That's it. Underneath B, I have comfort zone. What's familiar? When you start being a new version of you, then what happens is you start shifting what is familiar for you. I have this one little thing I want to show you. Look at this. This is your identity right here. All right? How you think, feel, and act. That's what's on autopilot. Your values. This is another important part that I really recommend you look at. Your values. What is important in your life? What values or virtues do you live by? When I created identity level change and let go of being that of a people pleaser or a nice guy, I had to change my values. I had to become aware of the old patterns. I had to become aware that, I'm wanting people's validation or approval. That's inauthentic. I'm trying to manipulate other people into liking me. That's manipulative. And then I said I'd start making a new choice. I choose to live by the values of vulnerability and authenticity. It was literally a choice. I started being that version of me. And then that was the new version of me that I preferred to be. And reality has since then reflected a much more authentic and vulnerable reality for me. And I attract people that are more authentic and vulnerable because of that. But think of your identity as your comfort zone. Your identity is your comfort zone. You will think, act, and feel equal to that which you see yourself and that which values you live by. If you want the money or the love in your life that you desire or crave, understand that you must expand your identity. Step out into the unknown. And as you step out into the unknown, you become more comfortable with it. As you start opening up your heart more, if you want to attract love, you start becoming more emotionally available. You start becoming more vulnerable. And you put yourself out there. You go to the person that you have a crush on. You talk to them. You start pushing out of that comfort zone. You start to redefine yourself. And then that becomes your new comfort zone. The key to this is understanding that your identity is not permanent. It's flexible. At any moment, you can make a new choice about who you are. At one moment, I made a choice that I am now a full-time YouTuber. I literally started to be a full-time YouTuber, making videos every single day on YouTube. And guess what happened? Within 6 months, I was full-time on YouTube. I quit my 9-to-5 job because I made the choice to be it. I expanded my comfort zone. It was weird at first for me to be on camera. I felt like I'm not credible enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not interesting enough. Those came up, but I took action anyways. And the more videos I made, the more comfortable I got, and the more that things began to grow. So your identity is flexible. Your identity can change like that when you make the choice. And understand that the more you step into the unknown, the more magic ends up actually happening. This is the key to complete and utter transformation. If you haven't, by the way, I have a meditation on YouTube. It's the Raising Your Dominant Vibration meditation that I did on New Year's like 2-3 years ago. It's one of my most popular meditations. So many people's lives have transformed from it. If you haven't checked it out yet, check it out right here.
This meditation will change your dominant vibration permanently. Your vibration is a combination of how you think, feel, and act, and it has been on autopilot. This meditation